Hey gang, we have got a nice workout plan today. Legs, bums and tums, classic combo. You can either do this just as bodyweight only, okay, or you could bring in a little extra fire, either with a thick activation band or a little mini loop band, okay? So if you've got one of those, definitely add them in. If you haven't, don't worry, you as you are is just fine. We're actually going to do the whole thing from down on the mat, which is nice, right? So to begin with, just bring yourself down. Rest on your hands. They're just there as a support. Don't get in on yourself, so keep that back nice and straight. Set your legs nice and wide, and we're just going to come into a few little hip openers to start off with. So just rolling side to side. They don't need to be big movements initially, but if you want to bring them all over and work a little deeper into those hips, absolutely do. But if you're feeling a little stiff, just keep it up here to begin with. Maybe you get a little further down towards the mat as we go on. Good. Let's do a couple more. Beautiful. Shuffle your bottom backwards. Bring the soles of your feet together. Draw the heels in towards your pelvis. Elbows in the knees. Let's open up on the inside of the thighs now. Still working into the hips and pelvis, but you should get a nice stretch on the inside of your thighs. You can have a little rock through here. Good. And then take your heels a little further away. Scoot your hands, your wrists underneath those legs. Just press down slightly here. Little stretch through the back of your shoulders, but keeping the hips and pelvis nice and wide. Good. Release. We'll take one leg out long. Tuck the other leg in. We're going to come into a stretch or reach down wherever you can. But I want to start to wake up your waist a little bit. So let's bring this other arm up and over, out on top. And you should get that stretch into your waist as well. Really nice one, this. Good. Let's release. Let's replicate on the other side. So reach down along that leg to begin with, wherever you can. And then when you're ready, bring that upper arm up and over. Good. And release. So if you are using a band, why is that tricky to say? Now's the time to pop it on. Okay, so I'm going to go with a thick band just because it gives even more of a resistance compared to these bands. But these bands are good too, especially if you've got a thick one. If you've got the choice, go for your thickest one. You want to bring it up kind of mid-height. We're going to do our first little series of moves from seated. So if you're wearing the band, step your legs out so you're pressing into the outside of that band. I want you activating into those legs the whole time. So you're pushing out into the legs. Arms are going to come out in front. We're going to add in, with a little bow and arrow. So a little bit of movement through the spine, drawing back, waking up those abdominals, and the leg work here comes in from pushing into the outside of that band as much as you can. Good. Keep going. Remember, you're just coming back as far as you're comfortable with, so you can absolutely keep this as a higher movement and just work into the waist. Good. And then we're going to add in an alternate heel lift. So again, if you're working with a band, press into that band. Beautiful stuff. You can slow this down a little bit. Slow it down, you've got more time at the base of that move, more time with the abs and the tension. Good, let's go for 2 more on each side. So here's your first set, 1 more each side. Good, and release. Maybe you want to come into a little forward fold or whatever kind of stretch you feel the need to do here is good with me. Release. We're going to come back onto our elbows. So propping yourself up on your elbows again. We're not sinking and collapsing into the mat here. So lift the chest, keep the spine nice and straight. We're going to come into a leg press. Option to keep a single leg on the floor here. Flexed foot, okay? Again, if you're using the band, you'll feel this more intensely, or to do this with your feet elevated, so alternating. Pull that belly button down. Yeah, we're going slow and controlled here. If you've got a little loop band and you feel that actually it kind of wants to roll away from your thighs, you could actually put your little loop band around your feet and you come into a press here. You could do both if you've got both. That is strong. Good. Woo. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Come back into your forward fold. And then we're back into our bow and arrows again, but I'm going to show you if you have got both bands or an alternative. If you don't want your band around your legs, if you want to work your abs a little harder, we're going to come back in here with a pull down, literally a bow and arrow. Well, this is kind of more catapult style, isn't it? From side to side. So see if you can feel pulling on that band. I want you to feel it in the abs. Yes, okay, we're getting a little bit of arm action in, but feel how that resistance feels through that midline if you are really connecting. So pull that belly button back at the same time as you pull the elbow back, yeah? Good. 3, 2, and 1. Then we're adding in the opposite heel. Strong to start off with, guys. Oh, how good is that? Keep going. Beautiful. We've got 2 more each side. Then we're changing position. 1, 1. Let's go. 2, 2. Oh, that band is really tough. You could use, if you're using a little loop band like that, you could use this to help pull you down into a little stretch here. Okay, so our seating set is done. We're going to come onto our backs next. So just ease yourself down onto your back. Step your feet in towards your bottom, couple of little pelvic tilts here. Let's find that neutral spine where we don't want to arch or flare the ribs too much. Just tuck that pelvis. Good, moving your hair that you need to out of the way. So from here, we're going to come up into a bridge. Okay, so roll your hips up into a bridge. And then we're going to add an open close at the top. We're going to roll back down. And we're going to come up into a shoulder lift. So bring fingertips towards your heels. We're going to hold. We're going to release your shoulders. So we roll up into our bridge. High as these hips can go. You open and close, so pressing into the band if you're using the band. We roll it down. We exhale. We lift the shoulders. Again, option here if you want to, guys. If you've got this extra little hip sitting value and you're not using it at all, bring it around your wrists. And as you exhale up into your shoulder lift, you could add a pull apart with the wrists. Again, just noticing how that feels through the abdominals. So we roll up. We open, close through the thighs. We roll down. We shoulder lift, optional, pull apart on the band here. Good. So keep going through these two, making sure that those glutes are squeezed. You're lifting as high as you can into that bridge. Beautiful. We've got 2 more of these to go, okay? Oh, feeling it. Good. 1 more set. Roll it up. Open, close. Roll back down. Exhale, shoulder lift. Pull apart here. And release. Good stuff. You can pop your little loop band down. Bring your knees into your chest. Just have a little circle through here. Good. And then you're going to exhale, lift your shoulders. So we're going to come into this shoulder lift the whole time. And we're going to come back into that leg press that we did from sitting. So either 1 foot on the floor, and you're coming up on a single side, or from here, and you're alternating. I think I forgot to tell you to switch sides when we were seated. Sorry, gang. If I did, Feel free to do the other side here. Otherwise, switch sides now. You can always bring your hands behind your head as a little support for your neck here. Pull that belly button down towards the mat. Working thighs, but working into your abs as well. And we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Roll and reset. Either coming into a little knee roll here, side to side, or you could bring those knees back in towards your chest and have a hug out. Good. Oh, feels good. Okay, we're going to change positions one more time. So we're going to roll over onto all fours, guys. Bring yourself around. Woo. Good stuff. Okay, so if you're using the squeegee band, keep it exactly where it is. Position those wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're going to start in with some glute kickbacks. So knee all the way down to the floor, all the way up. Let's go pointed toes here to start off with. Nice flat back. Again, you're just gently hugging that belly button up towards your spine. Good. As we lift and lower, lift and lower. Option here, if you want a little bit more ab work, flex the toes on that supporting leg, push up into a little hover plank as you do these. Ooh, that's on. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Press down, child's pose, just to give your wrist a little release. Have a little stretch out here. And then exhale, press back up. We're going to switch sides. So take your other leg up and down into these glute kickbacks. Again, toes pointed. You're using the band, really get up as high as you can into that band. Good. Again, option to come into your little hover. So press off that supporting leg. Good. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, come into your stretch and release. And then we exhale back up. We're coming into fire hydrants this time. So taking one leg out to the side. Remember, I want your chest and your torso facing down to your mat the entire time. It's just the leg that's coming up and out. Up and out. Good, guys. Woo! We're feeling it. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Oh, yes. I love this. Good. You got it. 5, 4, 3. How are the glutes doing? 2, 1. Release. Stretch out. Maybe come up and give your wrists a little roll if you need to. And then from here, we're going to push up into a plank. So wherever your plank position is, you can come from wrists, you can come from knees, you can come from toes. We're going to hold here. Good. Stay strong. Optional, little step out to the side. So tapping out from one side to the next. Squeeze into those glutes. If that feels too intense, stay here. Remember, you could be in 3/4 plank position. If you want to be, if you're normally in 3/4 plank position, but you want a little extra, bring that mini loop band into your hands. And we're going to stay in 3/4 plank position, but we're going to open up and out. Open up and out, so a little twist. Good, same on the other side. You could, of course, do this from full plank as well. So you could come up and add in your rotation. Woo. Good. If you're ready to come down into your stretch. Child's pose once again. Holding here. And then exhale, release. Up, we're going to come into some cat-cows. So I know your band is still around you for now, that's fine. We'll remove it when we're around to sitting. But for now, let's take a little stretch out through the spine. Good. And then bring yourself around to sitting. At this point, you could release your legs. They're going to feel so lovely and light. Excuse the crazy hair. It's all good. Come around to sitting however you are comfortable. Give your shoulders and your wrists a little roll through. Hand down to the mat. Exhale, press up and over. Stretch out that waist. Good. Release. Do the same on the other side. Beautiful. Just bring the soles of your feet together and we'll come back into either a little butterfly. You could stay sitting quite tall for this, or you could hinge forwards, bring your elbows into your knees here and have a little rock. Good. And then release, guys. I would recommend that once you are up and standing, you maybe do a few more little stretches just through the legs and through the abs. Hopefully you felt that one. Feeling good, you're feeling strong. Let me know what bits of kit you use, whether you use the mini bands, whether you use the big bands. Both of them are awesome. So let me know how you got on, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care.